All right, so this is the demo for our animation project. Once you have at least 6 5x7 frames, so those can be hand drawn, digital, blah, blah, blah. All right, so you're going to open them up Photoshop to make them all lined up, make them all 5x7 cropped to make sure they're all perfect. So, here's my Photoshop. All right, so what I got here is just 3 of my frames open, and I'm just going to show you how to line them up. So start with your background, unlock your background, use the crop tool. In this case, it's 7x5. Okay, even though 5x7 is the ratio I tried with the crop tool, 5x7 will give me a vertical, 7x5 gives me a horizontal. So boom, crop, right? Push return. Now we got to put the other ones on here. So you can see I just went to the next tab. You're gonna unlock it and you're gonna pull it onto the right layer and drop it. Now it looks all good right now, but what about when I turn the opacity down? See, it's a little bit off, right? And in this case, actually, it's the exact same frame, so you can see, how it works. But let's see, here you go, boom, exactly the same, right? So I'm gonna trash that one because I want a different one. This one. All right. Unlock the layer, pull it in, drop it. Now you can see this is one not the same. It's not right. You can go to the move tool, change the opacity to 50%, and then you can move it over. If it doesn't line up exactly right, you can go to Command T. You can rotate a little bit, which is what I think this one needs. Um, you can stretch it if you need to, if you need to change it up a little bit. But basically, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be at least stable enough that you'll see the movement between the frames and not so much the constant moving of and changing and of the lines. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over a little. There you go. So I feel better about that. Push return. So those two are lined up now. And this is the thing. Pretend like you got all 6 of them on there, right? I keep pulling them in and changing the opacity, lining them up. Then I'll put the opacity back to 100 and I'll turn off the eye. And then I'll do that over and over and over again. The other thing is each layer's got to be numbered. So layer 1, layer 2, it's got to be really, really clear, because if you don't keep this clear and organized, it's impossible to keep them clear and organized when you animate them. So let's pretend like I got all 6 layers. They're all lined up. They're all cropped to 5x7, and I have all of them turned back to 100% opacity, and I have only the first layer with the eyeball. So now I'm going to go File, Export, Export As, turn the quality up to great, and I'm going to export each layer as an individual picture. And if I keep those layers labeled correctly, 1, 2, da, 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 they're going to come up just like that. I'm going to save them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatnot, .jpeg on the desktop. All right. Then, um, then I'm going to open Wick Editor. And I'm going to open them in Wick Editor. Okay, so hold on. Now I'm going to need to make sure I'm presenting the right screen. Sharing a window. Stop sharing. Okay, let me share the right screen. Okay, so Wick Editor looks like this, but when you open it up, it's going to look like this. You're going to push Launch Web Editor, and it's going to try to trick you into buying a free trial. You don't need that. Just click on the actual screen and it'll go away. Okay. If it's a vertical, this is what it's going to look like. This is the horizontal. How do we make that happen? All right, we go here to settings, and this is important. If you want a horizontal, you need to do 2100 by 1500 at 12. If you want a vertical, it's going to be 15 by 2100. That is going to match up exactly with your 5x7. That's why you're making it that way. Has to be that way before you can do anything else. So set that up for sure. Then go here to the plus and you start importing your images. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc., etc. And you're going to pull those images in. I'm just going to do as an example right here. You pull them in and drop them. Let's see, add to canvas. Well, it let me do it that way. Anyway, this is the weird part. This is going to drive you nuts. See how it's not really the right size? It doesn't match our canvas, see? So you're going to have to use this tool, the corner, okay? Always the corner, because otherwise it's going to get all mutated, to try to make it match exactly the canvas size. Because remember, we have the canvas size and all the pictures are lined up according to that canvas size. So this part could be more efficient. This program doesn't do that great of a job. But yeah, just keep messing with it until it's exactly right. You can change the opacity of this over here, and that would help you a little bit when you're trying to get it to that very last part, get it all lined up. So that does help a little bit. Anywho, once you've done that, and actually, I don't even want that, you'll have all of these in their own little squares down here. Now I deleted this one. Okay. Anyways, you push play and it'll go through. Now you can, and I've done it over here, you can stretch the frames. You can shrink them and stretch them, which helps because then you can pause. You can make a long pause, which is part of the grading for this assignment, is that you have some pauses, some moments where you linger on one frame. Kind of helps the mind to understand where the action begins and ends. It kind of helps create a little bit of a narrative, and also makes your vid a little longer. So you're definitely going to want to have some stretched out frames for pauses. When you're done, you're going to export as a GIF. You're going to put that in your journal. You're going to put it in the turn-in folder. And yeah, that's it. What else I want to tell you? No, that's it. That's it. Let me go back and stop this recording. Okay.